Not just a pretty face with blockbuster bankability, here's a look at Margot Robbie's life, from growing up on a farm in Australia to landing her Hollywood dream. Robbie grew up on Australia's Gold Coast, spending most of her time on her grandparents' farm. Raised by her mom, Robbie told Vogue, "I went to a school where all of my friends were very well off, and so I knew what it looked like to be rich, but I didn't have it. So I was like, okay, I know exactly what I want."
When I was growing up, I wanted to own hotels and I wanted to be a magician. I think I did gravitate towards sort of entertaining and the business side of things.
After completing year 12 at Australia's Somerset College, the Sydney Morning Herald reported that the then 17-year-old aspiring actress cold-called production for the hit soap opera Neighbours and got the job in 2008.
It really is the best training ground ever. I can walk off this set knowing that I will never do a job as hard as this again.
But Robbie had her eyes set on a bigger prize. She told the paper, "I thought, I'm going to use this time on Neighbours to save my money, have my ducks lined up. So I found a better agent and said, this is what I want to do. I want to go to America." In 2011, Robbie was finally ready to make the leap to Hollywood. She told the Herald, "When people write articles, they talk about an overnight sensation. It's been anything but. It feels like it's been a long process."
I want to see the world. I'll become a Pan Am stewardess.
Robbie landed her next big role on the ABC series Pan Am, which was canceled in 2012 after just one season. But the hardworking actress's next move would rocket her to stardom. Robbie landed an audition for Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street. She was brought in to read with leading man Leonardo DiCaprio and knew she had to make a memorable impression. She later told Harper's Bazaar, "In my head, I was like, you have literally 30 seconds left in this room, and if you don't do something impressive, nothing will ever come of it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Just take it."
You're a father now, Jordan?
Yeah.
You're a father now.
I know.
And you're still acting like an infant!
It was in that audition that Robbie went off script and slapped Leo in the face, a risky move that totally paid off when she landed the role. But while she wasn't originally the biggest fan of her character, Naomi LaPaglia, Robbie told Elle, "By the time we got to shooting, I loved her. She's a badass who's making lemonade with no lemons." While The Wolf of Wall Street was huge for Robbie, it wasn't all glittering accolades. The star told the Sydney Morning Herald, "The worst bit is people making things up about you and printing absolute lies."
I learned how to play men. Like I just played you.
At the time, it was rumored that the 23-year-old was having affairs with DiCaprio and Will Smith, with whom she was shooting 2015's Focus. She told the paper, "None of that's true. My grandmother is embarrassed to go to church because the whole town is gossiping, and that absolutely breaks my heart." But far away from the tabloids, one guy won over Robbie in real life. Robbie met her now husband, Tom Ackerley, on the set of the World War II drama Suite Francaise, where he was the third assistant director in 2013. But even though the two started dating a year later, she told Vogue, "I was the ultimate single gal. The idea of relationships made me want to vomit. And then it happened, and I was like, of course we're together. This makes so much sense, the way nothing has ever made sense before." While the couple kept things low profile, people reported that the two married in a secret ceremony in 2016.
Everyone keeps asking, everyone's like, "You're married now, you have to have kids." I was like, you don't have to.
Instead of making babies, the two are making movies with their production company, Lucky Chap.
I mean, I try and be like, I'm going to keep my personal life and my work life separate. It's impossible. I can't.
When Robbie stepped into Tonya Harding's skates for 2017's I, Tonya, fans could hardly picture the bombshell star in the role of America's most notorious figure skater. Vulture's Angelica Jade Bastian wrote, "Robbie's screen presence makes her seem, at first blush, more suited to play Kerrigan, but I found myself captivated by the anger and blunt physicality that define Robbie's performance."
When I read the script, it was very evident that there were a million ways to do it wrong and only one way to do it right.
Following her well-received turn on the ice, Robbie was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress, proving she's got the looks and the talent to back it up.
Suck my.
With 2018's Mary Queen of Scots already in the can and Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in the works, Robbie's just beginning to discover her wheelhouse, and fans are loving every minute of it.